What's going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that you are doing phenomenally well. Listen, I want to share with you on this video one of the most impactful tools and softwares that I use in my business today. Let me tell you, there are three core systems that I use that run our entire real estate investing business. Okay. I'm somebody that doesn't believe in having 27 different systems. I want to keep things simple. I want to keep things to the point, okay? Because I truly believe it's hard to scale complicated. All right. So simplicity is the key. I'm going to share with you one of the most impactful systems that I use, okay? Because so many new investors struggle with, you know, how to find in buyers, where to get in buyers, or sometimes even what to offer. Okay, so that's what I do on the dive in it. Please like, subscribe, comment, all those amazing things. Also, check the description below. I have a free master class coming up. A lot of interactive. Click on the link and register. I would love to see you there. All right. Now, what I'm talking about, what system I'm talking about is Investor Base. I truly believe this is one of those platforms that every single person should have. I even have an affiliate link. They do support the channel, but I will say this as a disclaimer. I would never talk about something that I am not actively using today in 2025. Okay. And so this platform has been a complete game changer. So let me share with you what I'm talking about. So when you log into Investor Base, this is what's going to come up. Now, this is how you can find in buyers on any properties that you get under contract. Okay. But I want to talk to you a little more that this is more than just an in buyer platform, right? So let me show you what I'm talking about. First, let me get an address and I'll make it more, it'll make more sense. So I'm going to just pull a random address off of Zillow. And so as of right now, I have the criteria set to a 2-mile radius and buyers in the last 2 years. Okay, so I want to shorten that up to a year. You can also go on here and look for buyer types. Are you looking for landlords or are you looking for flippers, right? So if you have a property that you're wanting to wholesale as a rental property, you'll be able to select just your rental buyers. But I leave it set to any. You can also go in here and say, I want single family house, multifamily condos, mobile homes, or land. So you can pick the class, I guess you could say, or type of property that you have, and any more things that you want to implement here on price point, etc. But I like to keep it fairly open so I can see things from a holistic level. It does move a little slower when I'm doing the screen share, so bear with me. But what it's doing is that it's actively looking for true vetted buyers in this area, okay, where this property is. And so I'm not dealing with wannabe buyers, pretender buyers, wish they were buyers. These are people who are actually closing on deals, y'all. This is a game changer. So it does not matter where in the market or where in the country you are trying to wholesale deals or find buyers, you can figure out buyers in that area, okay? And so the fire emojis, if you can see those here, let me know that these people buy multiple properties. Just right here, within a 2-mile radius, we have 39 vetted cash buyers, okay? And so now I could literally skip trace this, and it's going to give me their email address, their phone numbers, and I could literally just call these buyers and say, hey, you know, Lakeview Loan Servicing, I see that you bought properties over here. Are you still buying properties, etc., right? Now, I kind of want to show you something different here, if I may. So bear with me. I want to find a property in Atlanta, for example. So Texas is a non-disclosure state. And so what that means is they're not going to show you um, the prices on all of these properties. But you can kind of see, like right here, they say paid 188. There may be a couple that have the price on it, paid to 222, right? So now this is awesome because it gives us a gauge on what buyers are buying properties at in this area. So in non-disclosure states, it's going to be hit or miss. Let me pull up a random address in Atlanta. Okay. Road. Here we go. And again, this is just a random address that I Googled off of Zillow. And it's doing its thing. So this one right here has even more buyers in this area. So this lets me know that wherever this property is a really hot area in Atlanta. And I actively do deals in Atlanta. So this is nice for me. So one thing that I do before I get a property under contract, I actually put it in here in investor base. If I have less than 10 buyers in this area, I know that it's not really a hot area. And so I'm going to typically pass on it, us personally, right? But now, as you can see, we have more data. So we have this buyer paid 180, 202, 168, 180, 200, right? So now let's say, for example, if we have that property under contract at 120, right? We know that the average flipper is paying 153,000 in this area, okay? So now it lets me set my assignment fee. Do you see how powerful this is? Now it's kind of taking the guesswork out of it. I would probably send this property out. I would actually try to push the limit, right? The average is 153, but I would try to push that out for maybe like 170 and then maybe get somebody to come down a little bit. This is how you get those large assignment fees, right? It's not really a set formula per se. If we got it under this and then we wholesale it at this, right? We want to push it out as much as we can. And then the same thing with the landlords, right? If we know that this is going to make a good rental property, we can send out a six. And this is so awesome because now it lets us know ballpark figure what other investors are paying for on properties. This is where I want to switch your thinking, if I may, for a little bit. Many people think that they can only use this platform for investors to find in buyers. But I would think if you're a buy and hold person or a flipper, you should still be using this platform. The reason being is because if you have all of these other buyers who are buying on average, let's say flip properties at 153,000, you can actually see that data, right? And so now you can say, hey, if I have my property under contract at 190, I might need to go back and renegotiate. Does that make sense? Right? Because what this tells me is that these guys are probably making money, right? For there to be so many different buyers in that area. And so if they're averaging 153,000 for those, ballpark figure, that's probably where I need to be to get that property under contract. And so I'm really just looking at things from a holistic perspective. And I think that's important when you're getting started in real estate investing. The same thing with my buy and holds. If you're somebody that's strictly buying rentals and building generational wealth, right? We need to know what we need to be paying for these properties. And this platform just gives us a little extra edge to look at data. Okay. So I love this platform. I swear by it. I highly recommend checking it out. I'll share a link below for you to get $100 off your first month. This platform is one of those platforms that are absolutely well worth it. All right. So y'all check it out. And if you are using it, leave in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. And I'll chat with y'all soon. Take care.